What is up, guys? Kind of crazy. Like, I don't even really understand well, I mean, that's not the right word, but dude, um, I'm about to request my third payout, and in my like local currency, Canadian dollars, um, I will have made. This will be about $8,000 in payouts this month. Because all these payouts are USD. And then plus I have a part-time job which I'm making around a little over 2,000 a month. Um and yeah, this is like I literally will have made $10,000 this month at 18, which is like just ridiculous. I don't even understand, like I actually don't even really like believe it, cuz like 1 month ago I hadn't even passed a funded account. I passed my first funded account on October 29th. And here I am 3 payouts later, and I made $10,000 Canadian this month. Um, it's insane because I thought this would be like, this is one of my long term goals, you know? Like, I thought I would get my first payout, and then, you know, like 4 months later, I would be making my first 10,000 a month. But, um, it's pretty insane to say that. Like, my first month profitable, I'm making $8,000 in payouts Canadian. And it's only, the month isn't even halfway over, by the way. But I know that this is like, I've been all green the past 2 weeks. Um, and I know that's not gonna happen every month, obviously. But I just kind of wanted to share, like, I don't even know, man. It's crazy. I don't even know if I'm gonna post this, to be honest. But no, I think I will. But yeah, I'm gonna be taking my third payout. I got this account to almost 6,000 balance, so I can take a 3,000 USD payout almost, like, which is just ridiculous, bro. Which is like 29. Yeah, it's 4K, bro. Like, dude, I don't even know how to process this because, like, it's honestly insane. Dude, I said to myself, if I made it a $10,000 month, I'd quit my job, but I think, I don't know. Maybe if I do it like 2 more times in a row, then I will. But yeah, I don't know if I have to blur this number out. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, it feels crazy. I'll request this payout right now. $29.40, bro. Yeah, there we go. It's like insane, man. That's 36. Yeah, like 66 in payouts. Oh my god, bro. Is that right? Oh my god, that's insane. Literally a $10,000 month in Canadian. Like, what, man? Dude, yeah, man, I don't even know. I think I'm gonna rearrange this. So this is at the start of the video. But I just did the trade recap, so you guys are probably gonna watch that now if you want. But yeah, listen, guys. Dude, I don't even think anyone watches it. Well, I know it, no one doesn't even watch these. Some of the boys are finding this stuff now. So if anyone's watching this, what's good? There we go. But yeah, dude, if anyone is watching these who's like trying to get into day trading, just know that like it's very possible. I'm definitely not like a special special case or anything like that. I'm definitely not special. I'm literally just a normal person, and if you wanna do this, you can definitely do it if you put your mind to it, and literally just have a plan, have rules, stick to them, and yeah, like it's just a matter of time before anyone who wants to can get here as well. Like you hear the statistic all the time that 99% fail, whatever. Like it really doesn't mean anything if you really want this bad enough. But yeah, dude, that's insane, bro. I've been posting like hella on YouTube actually, but they still haven't been pulling in views. But I know one day someone's gonna find this channel and just get some free sauce. I'm gonna start actually like trying to get more in depth with the trade recaps, because I feel like I'm not really given any, what's the word, like value in them. So I'm gonna try and start putting some value in them, like actually. All right, so getting into the trade recap, I'm gonna try and like pack this with as much value as possible that I can. You know, I'm not very good at explaining this stuff, to be quite honest, but all right. So coming into the day, the first thing you want to do, I'm just gonna try and like explain this the best possible, like top down, where you go about how I find my setups. Okay, so top down, coming into the day, you want to find your daily buys. This is like probably one of the easier concepts, but a lot of people mess up on it, and it is honestly probably one of the most important concepts, because if you have your daily bias wrong, you will see setups in the wrong direction, and you will just take hella losses. Okay, so coming into the day, obviously we're on a downtrend on the daily. We've been making lower highs, lower lows for the past God knows how long. Same with the 4 hour. Check the daily and the 4 hour, in my opinion. That's the two main things you want to look for daily bias. Okay, obviously bearish on both of those. Okay, but what do we have here? We have a high time frame SMT. What is an SMT? If you guys are like real new to this, what is an SMT? An SMT, so the S&P 500 and Nasdaq are what's the word? I'm blanking on the word right now. They follow each other though. They are correlated pairs, not pairs. It's not forex, but they're correlated. Okay, which means I'm just gonna delete that. Which means price follows each other, and dude, I'm actually the worst at explaining this. And when one of them is moving in an opposite direction, you can use it as a confluence to catch moves. Okay, so what do we see here? We have this November 7th 10 a.m. low, right? And what does Nasdaq do? It sweeps it. So we get a liquidity sweep on this, on Nasdaq. November 7th 10 a.m. low. What does ES do? It leaves it. Okay, what does that mean? It means ES is looking to head higher, and it is the leading pair. I'm just gonna call them pairs. They're not pairs. That's forex, but the S&P 500 is the leading pair. Okay, so what can we do? We can use this as a confluence. You don't want to just, as soon as you get an SMT, you don't just want to instantly long, especially on the higher time frame. Now we scale down and look for other confluences. Okay, so what does this mean for daily bias? We are in a downtrend. However, I would like to see a buyback because of this SMT. Also because we don't have any draws to the downside. If you look at on NQ, yeah, we have these like lows. They're far away though. That's the main thing. They're really far away. Actually, no, that doesn't matter. But the point is, we have more draws to the upside than we do to the downside. We've also already swept sell side liquidity and put it in an SMT. So coming into the day, I'm looking for longs, but in my head, I have it in mind that we are in a downtrend. Okay, now we scale down. First thing I do personally is I mark out London highs, London lows, Asia highs, Asia lows. I don't always necessarily use them, but I like to have them marked out and use them for confluence. Okay, so this was our Asia high or London high. We just took that out actually, and it looks like we're running to Asia high right now. Yeah, wow. Okay, so coming into the day, I would say another big thing is you want to make a plan. Okay, you want to make something in your head that you want to see happen, and you don't act on any positions until you see something from that plan, okay? So what I wanted to see is I wanted to see a buy up, but first I wanted to see some sort of sell side get taken, because I was expecting a really large buy up, right? We've been selling off all week. Matter of fact, we have these, where are they? We have these 9:30 New York AM highs that we left untapped from yesterday, okay? And we have Asia and London highs that were like 400 points away. So I was expecting to see a large buyback. And what do you need in order to see a large move? Price needs to sweep some sort of sell side in order to see a buyback, and vice versa. So I wanted to see this 657 level get taken. I wanted to see this get taken before buying back, because I wanted to see some sort of sell side get swept before this move up. Now, if I wanted to be super safe, I could have waited for this and then just bought, right? But I just kind of wanted to, I was pretty confident in this move down, so I wanted to just take shorts and get in and out for the day. I also took longs on my combines. I'll go for that after, but only on the combines, not on the XFAs. Okay. So what do we get here? We have a SMT again. If you guys remember the SMT, the lower time frame, like higher time frames hold higher power. However, internal low time frame SMTs still are very beneficial if you use them properly. Okay, so we sweep this high on Nasdaq and fail to sweep it on ES. What does that mean? ES is the leading pair and wants to head lower. Okay. We also sweep this internal buy side with this SMT, and then all I'm looking for now is an inverse fair value gap to target this low. I'm pretty sure. So how like PB, Patrick and Blake say they wait for the highest time frame inversion between the 1 and the 5 minute. This is very important because it'll save you from getting stop rated. For example, if we have a 1 minute gap here, right? Let's say we inverse this, but we also have a 3 minute gap. For example, we have a 2 minute gap and we fail to inverse that. If you short off the 1 minute, it might not inverse it on the 2 minute and you might get stop rated or like just stopped out. You will get better entries if you only use inversions on the lower time frames. However, you will also have a lower win rate, so it's kind of like a payoff or a whatever it's called. If you want to take that, you can take it, but if you want a higher win rate, you should definitely wait for the highest time frame inversion that there is. So here, the highest time frame is a 3 minute gap, and we just get a inversion. We get a nice fill. You buy off this inversion, or you sell off this inversion. This is my play today. Stops over the SMT high. If we have an SMT, I put stops at the wick. If we don't have an SMT, I put stops at the body. As you can see, we traded up into this wick today, so it's a good thing I had it at the wick. And then yeah, just pretty clean delivery, sold off, and then instantly right after that, we just bought up like 700 points. Not quite 500. But yeah, pretty clean delivery today on Nasdaq. A lot of movement, a lot of volatility. And yeah, I ended up making $650 across 2 accounts, 2 XFAs. And then on the combines, I made $1,500 because only on the combines I took this next one. Like I said, what I just said about the highest time frame, I didn't take the highest time frame on this one because it is a combines and I'm willing to get a little more risky on them. I took the 1 minute inversion. See, this time it didn't give us a great fill. Because as you can see, we have the 2 minute gap here as well that I didn't wait for, but it is on a combine. I wouldn't have taken this on an XFA. And all I was targeting was $700, and then I closed the position just for the consistency rule for evals. But yeah, I think that's pretty in depth. If you guys made it this far, thank you for watching. I think that was a pretty long video, but then yeah, I'm just gonna end this because I think it's already a pretty long video. I'm just gonna edit this video and then put it out, and then I hope everyone has a great weekend, and I'll see you guys next week.